guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video. It is going to be my late update for my Partners in Cream project pan. I am way behind this month in all of my updates and just everything. So I'm a few days late to updating my Partners in Cream project pan, but this project was created by Steph and Dylan. I absolutely adore both of them. Both of them will be linked down below. Make sure you go check out their channels, as well as everyone else who's currently participating in this project. You can just search the hashtag Partners in Cream project pan and you will have days worth of content to binge watch. I currently have 7 products that I'm working on throughout this project. No new rollouts today. All of the products that I'm working on are sort of like long haul products, but I've been really motivated by this project and been consistently reaching for all of my items. So I'm very excited to share my update and progress with you guys. If you're interested, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content or just chit-chatting about makeup, I would love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. I'm not entirely sure what is going on with my hair. I like desperately need to just chop this all off, but I didn't want to put it up and I'm like not loving it down, so just ignore the hair. We're just ignoring the hair. Like I said in the introduction, I don't have any new rollouts to share with you guys. If you're unfamiliar with this project, the only rules are no powder products allowed. So just working on cream and liquid beauty products throughout our collection. I did select a nail polish to work on throughout the course of this year, and this nail polish has proven to be quite the challenge. And I wish I could say it has deterred me from continuing to purchase polish, but I just love nail polish. I don't know what it is. I feel like I can find slight variations of like different like periwinkles for sure. I probably have like 17 of the same periwinkle in my collection, but like always find a justification to buy a new periwinkle nail polish. So the nail polish that I've been working on is this Nails Inc Nails Inc nail polish in the shade Rainbow Wishes. When I rolled this in, I marked the line right here, and I wore this. I have only worn this. This is the only shade that's been on my toenails this entire year of 2022. I wore this pretty much exclusively on my fingernails for all of January, much of February, and then I had to take a break from the fingernails because I was getting sick of this, and I'm seeing I can remark a line. One moment. This is very exciting. The time has finally come that I can finally make a new marking on this polish, but it's just like ever so slight. I feel like I marked it wrong in the beginning. Like there's no way I used it that much and am only now just making a new marking. So there's my new marking. When I rolled this in, this weighed 55 grams. This weighed 54 grams last update. Still weighs 54 grams. I literally just added a new coat of this to my toenails. I'll probably just use this. I'm looking at my toenails now. I'll probably use this as my toenail polish color literally all year. And yet we're not even halfway through the bottle. So that is where we are at with that. Last year throughout the course of this project, I cycled through all of my ColourPop Super Shock shadows and just tried to hit pan on every single ColourPop Super Shock within my collection. It is not hard to hit pan on a ColourPop Super Shock shadow, but in order to use up a ColourPop Super Shock shadow, that is a whole nother story. I've never successfully fully emptied out and finished a full ColourPop Super Shock shadow, so that was my goal this year. I rolled in this shade By the Pound from the ColourPop Halo Top limited edition collection. So this is where we are at. We have been making slow but steady progress with this. This weighed 14 grams when I rolled this in, 13 grams last update, so weighs 13 grams today. I am curious to compare the pictures and see how much more progress there is with this. I do feel like this was out of all the months, this is the month I've reached for this shade the least. I sort of like fell off track in terms of like doing my makeup the last like 2 to 3 weeks, but I'm starting to do it more frequently again, and I just absolutely love this shade. So I was kind of hoping to have this full ring exposed. However, I was noticing like a lot of my product was getting pushed over to the side and it felt like it was breaking. So I've just been trying to like evenly wear away the product. Again, trying to center over here, but also just kind of like swirling my finger evenly around everything. But it is this really beautiful pink based like gold with like blue and pink glitter in it. It's so pretty. I love to layer this over my Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in the shade Rose Gold, especially if I'm not doing any makeup really, but just like want to add a little bit of pop to the eyes. That's what I'll do, and that's how I've gotten the most use out of this so far this year. I also just sort of use this as a lid topper if I do like a pink look or a neutral look. In fact, I was thinking about popping it on my look today. Maybe I will just, I don't feel like it. I'm like, I don't feel like pulling a mirror out or using my viewfinder, but I've also just used this as a lid topper and popped it on top of so many eye looks, and that's how I've been getting use out of this. I do anticipate this will take most of the year to finish this off, but I'm bound and determined to have this as a makeup empty by the end of 2022. So that's my goal there. Speaking of the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick, I am currently working on this in this project. This is just not the type of product I typically would reach for. And while I do like to use this sort of like as an eye base, or again, on days that I'm really not doing makeup but want to add just like a little something to the eyes, I'll just pop this on the lids. And it works really well for that. But I also, I guess maybe I could see myself always having like one of these in my collection, just on days that, again, maybe I'm like flying out the door for work but want to like add a little bit of something to the eyes other than just mascara. It is really nice for that, but I do find it hard to motivate myself to use products like this. This is how much we have left. So we actually have been making good progress. I'll show you guys the line markings as well. I am proud of the progress that I have made, especially considering that like this used to, like it used to be a dome up above all the way rolled down. Now this is the product all the way rolled down. So I definitely have used quite a bit of this product. My goal is to empty this out. I don't know if I would repurchase this or not. Maybe, maybe not. I feel like I probably could get away with not having this in my collection, but again, it does come in handy. Regardless, my goal is to finish this. I do still have a ways to go with this. I think this will be at least 3 to 4 more months, potentially all year, but I'm confident I can finish this at least at the bare minimum by the end of 2022. The shiny gloss on my lips is this one from Buxom. This is the Buxom full-on lip polish in the shade Erica. So when I rolled this in, I had mistakenly, like dumbly isn't really a word obviously, but I had taken the stopper out and I don't know why, because this was not ready for the stopper to come out. So this has been a goopy globby mess the whole way through, but when I rolled this in, the product was all the way up here. Last year I worked on my Fenty Gloss Bomb collection and rotating through as many Fenty Gloss Bombs as I could get through. I had a lot of minis from like previous holiday sets. I have quite a few of these Buxom mini lip glosses, and my goal is to cycle through those, and I wanted to get through at least like 3 or 4. I think I have 3 or 4 in my collection, but it has taken me so long to get through this. There's so much product in this, and not to mention it's like obviously like it plumps your lips, so it has like that minty tingling sensation, which isn't what I'm going for every single day, but I do love the way that this makes my lips shine. So this has been my progress throughout. I've obviously made pretty steady progress and pretty consistent progress from month to month. I would say, judging by this progress, I'll either be done by the next update or the following update or the update after that. When I rolled this in, this weighed 21 grams. It weighed 20 grams last update and it weighs 19 grams today. So there has been weight change here. I feel like I've been pretty good about reaching for this. I do just want to kind of bust through this and have this as an empty next update. That is going to be my goal, because I don't think anything else will necessarily be an empty by next update. So my goal is to have this finished off by the next update so we can roll in another Buxom lip gloss, because that's what I'm gonna end up doing. Next up I have this bad boy, which I have been having so much fun working on. This is my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I absolutely love this primer. I think it's an amazing smoothing primer. I 100% will repurchase this. When I finish this, I'm gonna try and finish up some of the other smoothing primers in my collection, but this is by far the best pore filling, best smoothing primer I have used. It is pretty mattifying as well, so I do find myself from time to time not wanting to reach for this, and I'm testing out a new foundation to me right now. It's a Chanel foundation, and I did not like the way that these two mix, but it could have been the other primer that I was also layering with. What I'm trying to say is sometimes this can make my skin look a little bit more matte than I prefer, but I think it's amazing for pore filling and smoothing, and I do always want to own this in my collection. When I finish this, I'm going to finish up a couple other pore filling primers in my collection and will eventually repurchase this. When I rolled this in, I didn't have pan on this, and this weighed 78 grams. Last update it weighed 72 grams, and today it weighs 69 grams. So 3 grams worth of progress. I pretty much put this on almost every time I do my makeup. Occasionally there'll be a time where I'm doing a matte or a more matte foundation that I don't put this on, but I have been wearing this just about every time I've done my makeup, and I still think I probably have another 2 to 3 months of use left on this as well, just because you need like the tiniest amount to cover. I usually just do it in my T-zone, on my nose, and then forehead, but like avoid my chin for some reason, and then like the outer part of my face. So I just need like the tiniest amount, but I still feel like I've made really great progress on this, and I'm excited to continue to use this and eventually empty this out. And then last update, I rolled in 2 new products, one of them being this Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. This has been in various projects, so there's quite a few line markings on it. Last update, this is the line, or when I rolled this in, this is the line that I was marking it at, and it weighed 26 grams. I did reach for this a few times, and it does currently weigh 25 grams. I don't necessarily know that I feel great about, let's see. Yeah, I could do a new line marking. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, there's actually more progress in here than I thought there would be. Okay. Okay, so there is my new line marking on the front, on the back. I do feel like, so this used to be a favorite of mine, and this just isn't a favorite anymore. I have so many other foundations or lighter coverage products that I prefer over this one. I won't repurchase this, but obviously I've made a lot of progress on this, and I still do like the product, so I would like to finish this up and empty it out, but I do feel like it'll probably take me at least 2 more months. It would be really exciting if I actually could just like buckle down and bust through this, but I would anticipate this will be at least another 2 to 3 months before I finish this off. And then finally, last update, I also decided to roll in one of my oldest lipsticks in my collection. This is an old Stila lipstick in the shade Emma. I don't even know if they make this or this formula anymore, but it smells totally fine, and I actually do really like the shade, especially for this time of year. It's a really beautiful like peachy pink shade, and I just think it's really fun for the summer. In fact, this would look really good. I feel like it would match my cheeks just about perfectly. This is the product all the way rolled down. I did give myself a goal to empty this guy out. I mean, I would like to finish up. Have I finished any lipsticks this year? Yes, I finished my Kaja Earhart lipstick. I would like to finish a second lipstick this year, but this would be a long haul. I was really good about reaching for this the first few days after I rolled this into this project, and then I feel like I sort of forgot about it, so I need to whip this back out and start working on that bad boy. But that is going to wrap it up for today's update. That's my progress on the 7 products that I'm currently working on. I would love to know, are you participating in this project? Or even if you're not, have you recently finished up any cream or liquid products? Let a girl know in the comments below. Other than that, thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting my channel, as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.